Hi, and welcome. It's Brian from Captain Savage Aquatics. Just doing an evening live stream. This is take two because I guess the channel was set a different way where people couldn't chat. It was set to kids mode, and I didn't realize that. So let's go here and see if it's letting chat go this time. It looks like it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So a little bit, since this is take two, been bringing shrimp in it lately. Glad to be back from a year-long break. Brought a lot of shrimp in from Detroit Aquatics and Shrimp, or Shrimp Aquatics. Fire Reds, Blue Dreams. Got some Ultras from another company or someone on the internet. Just I want to have a bunch of different strains. Get some yellows coming in soon. Um, Building a rack over in the corner where that 10 gallons half full. Let me see who's here. Let me talk timestamps, participants. If you're here, say something, please, in the chat, if you can chat, unless you're not logged in, but that's fine. Let me just put this show. I did that. So I'm gonna start streaming again. I'm looking at Tuesday, Wednesday time frames for streaming. I might stream once during the day while my son's at school, and then once at night when he's in bed. So that'll be nice. The 125 from me is probably going to get set up where this rack system is with the 10 gallons and the 3-gallon down here. Don't mind those boxes. Had a lot of orders come in lately. Or fish and all kinds of stuff. Plants from Dustin's fish tanks. Set that up in the 75-gallon. I got some Australian rainbows in my fish tank. I brought in some more super reds to replenish my stock that I lost or this overtime lost from the last couple of years, not really doing much with it. Let's see. This feels good to be back to the fish fam. I missed everyone. Let's go to Twitter. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Check my Captain Savage email. Oh, you know what? I'll just log into my regular account. Did not match your records, huh? Captain Savage Aquatics at gmail.com. Let's try to post it though. 508 interview. Oh, that's why I didn't click it. Text the confirmation code. Receive your code. Email. Next. Sorry, I'm just waiting to send something out. 750 subscribers. So, yeah. Enter my code. So there's the password reset. Really? One of these, huh? HTC 5Q. Enter my new password. Thank you. Continue to Twitter. Okay. There we go. Perfect. All right. We got one watching, which is probably me. Toggle timestamps, participants. Me, myself, and I watching. Guess the light this one off on the tank. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Edit video. I'll create a thumbnail and all that afterwards. Back to the chat. Views 1. All right. I ordered some yellow shrimp to come in. So that should be here in the next couple days. I got my desktop computer up because that's the main reason why I hadn't been streaming, because that was down for like almost a year. I mean, I had a laptop, I had my cell phone, but just really, really busy. Let's see, what have I done recently? I got a lot of videos that I did. I cleaned the 125. I got plants for the 125 to aquascape the 125. That might be a project I do tomorrow while my son's at school, after my buddy comes over and looks at my fish tanks. So do that and go from there. I'm gonna help him set up probably a 40-gallon breeder in his apartment, and he wanted to get some ideas for fish and stuff like that, and check out my fish tanks. I'll probably record it if he doesn't care. So that'll be new content. Matt, 5 minutes till bed. Did you brush your teeth yet? Go brush your teeth. Get ready for bed. Did you make your bed? Yeah, you made your bed, right? Yeah. Okay. Wish I'd had someone to come here. Let me share this. Banners, comment, edit. We invite here. If anyone wants to join the stream, I'll put the invite in the see if that comes across. Oh, let me do it over here. Control V. Oh, there it goes. It just takes a second. If anyone's looking to join, want to come in and say hi. What else is going on? In the process of cleaning up my whole apartment. Looking for a warehouse space / storage place, because I'm going to declutter my place. Maybe if I can find a warehouse or retail space, I'll move a bunch of my fish tanks out of my apartment into that space. Not like a store, but maybe I'll rent if I can find a cheap retail spot that's not too bad, small at square footage, as long as it has access to water, electricity, heat, and internet. Put my tanks there and stream from there. I'll still keep fish tanks in my apartment though, probably 2. Get the rest out of here. That way I have more living space. Oh, they got a private chat. There we go. So like I said, I got in the tank behind me, the Oscar, 2 chocolate Severums, a bunch of convicts, hyphen plecos, and then I'm going to add plants to that tank probably tomorrow over the next couple of days. I'll record that and put it up on my webpage or on YouTube. Sorry, I'm getting back into this guy, so I don't know much to talk about. Before I could just go on and on and on. So on the rack where the tote is and then full 10-gallon, I'll probably set up 10 gallons there, or maybe 40 breeders right there. If I'm going to keep all those tanks in there at my place, put a rack right there. Someone's texting me. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, nothing bad. Okay, so that's done. Authorize Facebook. Okay, so that is all right. So that is set up. Look at that big Oscar. I'm trying to find. Unfortunately, I lost his tank mate. Not mate. I think they were both males, but I lost the Oscar. Came home from work one day and it was bottoms up. I don't know what happened. I checked if there was ammonia spike and stuff like that. I did do that. Everything was level. It might have been my oldest Oscar too, the one I've had for 8 years. So, or 7 years. I know that's not a long time for an Oscar to live, but not bad either. I was a little upset about it. Had a couple high-fin plecos go too. So, time will tell. You almost done in there, Matt? Okay. Let me turn my volume off. There we go. My phone's set to vibrate, so you won't be hearing the ping, ping, ping. Let's do this. Let's go here. Open that up. Manage videos. Save that. Turning alerts. Sorry, I'm listening. What's up, DPK? Long time no see, Carlos. I missed you, brother. Okay, he's working now. Yeah, I had to go in the settings and turn it off. I didn't realize it was doing that. I was wondering why the text was different. So much stuff has changed since I last streamed, like a year ago. Now, where is my what is customization, audio library? Miss you too. Yeah, that's so bad. I'm so happy to be back, though. I'm going to try and do my best to stay. I know I said that in the past, but I don't think my heart was fully in it. This time it is. Or daily ideas. I'm just trying to see where. Create a post, go live, upload videos. Let me go to settings, channel. Upload defaults. Okay, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Control C. I'm about to go fishing soon. Nice. That's awesome. Sorry I'm not talking. I'm just trying to edit the video while I'm sitting here. Where are you going fishing, Carlos? I got 45 minutes till I leave. I think waiting on some friends. Yeah, that's cool. Well, hopefully I'll see you later tonight because I'm going to stream again later tonight, probably around midnight, my time, East Coast time. Cool. Out to brackish water. Very nice. Very nice. How's the mic coming in? Because I'm just using the headset. Does it sound clear? Or do I need to hook back into my old mic? Cool. Yeah, I should be home, I think, then. Mic sounds clear? Okay, perfect. This is a newer headset. I've had it for like about 8 months or 6 8 months, so I wasn't sure how it sounded coming across. I mean, I got my boom mic still, which I'm gonna hook in eventually. All right, why don't you shut the door and get some rest? Goodbye, bud. Good night. Don't let me catch you on your phone. There's a little handheld thing in there, Matt. The little circle that's shot it. Oh, okay. Yeah. My son's 14 now, so he's a lot older than before. 3 watching. Sweet. See who the participants are. Yeah, he's definitely grown a lot. He's almost as tall as me, or just about as tall as me. Yeah, I don't mind my gaming chair. I like to rock in it. So, for watching now. Holy moly, more and more people are coming out. Happy, happy, joy, joy. That's what I want to do is get back into the fish fam, get back into the OG mindset. Just joking, but I'm one of the older guys that was streaming like, 7, 8 years ago. Took that year-long break. Yeah, Fish Tropics got me. Maybe I'll send him a message. Yeah, I'll do that real quick. He might be out and about though. He's a busy guy. Um, Cappy. Oh, geez, you send a Cappy affiliate. There's Jason. Yep, definitely. Jason always pops up for Fish Tropic El Tropico. And I don't even know if half these links in my description work anymore still, so I got to test those out later on. Edit. Peak time for posting is between 6 and 8 p.m. Oop, I missed that. Oopsie. Yeah, a lot of unsold school to time off. Yep. Yep, and I wish I'd actually came back to the fish family or sooner than later. While the whole pandemic was going on, I didn't even think about it because I was so busy with work, getting hit for double after double, and you know, I was in a different mindset then. Bit rusty on my typing. That's okay. There we go. So, any big plans, El Tropico? You got anything in the works right now, or DPK? Anything in the fish room? Aquatic Jack, welcome, welcome. Nothing much. Just getting back into streaming, enjoying the fish fam again. Just trying to keep it real. Been a long time since I've streamed. I mean, I've had a couple little tiny live streams, like a test one, and one I did late at night, like a week or so ago. But nothing really like this. So a little going of what's going on in the fish room. With my 125 behind me, I got the Oscar, 2 chocolate Severums, the Jack Dempsey, Hyphen Plecos, a couple of those convicts, and the 10 gallons you see beside me in that little 3-gallon where the safe is some fire red shrimp, some blue dreams from Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. Also, I got some other shrimp in that are supposed to be ultra blue dreams, like really high quality, but I'm not sure. They look pretty good. Not as good as Detroit's, but close. But that just could have been because they came in. So those are in a couple other tanks. The 10-gallon right there that I drained halfway is going to be for some yellows that I have coming in. Aquatic Jack says, let me show this. Nice. I just did my fish room again. I enjoy it too much. I have a Fahaka puffer growing, a crib babies for days. Odessa barb colony going strong. That's cool. I got a Fahaka puffer in too. I couldn't resist getting another one. I lost my Fahaka that was like 6 or 8 inches long about 6 months ago, and I decided, I mean, this guy's only tiny. He's a little. I actually got him in the 18-gallon tote right there, the gray one, with my plants and some of my fancy guppies that I got from Dustin's Fish Tanks. Nice plant setup. So did that. Feed that bloodworms. There's snails in there, so it can eat snails. It can go after those guppies that are in there because I'm not really worried about them. But it's so small, it probably won't go after the guppies. So I just feed that tank daily. But that 18-gallon tote for an inch Fahaka is more than enough space. What I'll do is, mine is up to 9 inches, so we'll move to 55. I have for him sand bottom so he can bury himself. Yeah, that tote has sand in the bottom so he can bury himself. My 20-gallon out in the 20 long is where I had my other Fahaka that I lost like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago at this point. I'm not honestly sure. It's been a while. But that Fahaka was 6.5, 7 inches long in that tank. I was getting ready to move him, and I came home from work, and he was dead. Was not happy. Cool. Let me just take that off. DPK says, hi, Aquatic Jack. I figured do a live stream now because I know the girls are going to start streaming in the next 15 minutes. That's fine. I might go watch their stream, but I'll be back on probably if I do stop this at 9, probably midnight, 1 o'clock. What am I feeding my Fahaka puffer? Bloodworms, microworms, because I still got a culture of that. There is snails in the tank, so it can go after the snails if it wants it. I've been trying to get it onto pellets, but obviously it's 1 inch, so I doubt it's really going to do pellets. I put krill flake in there, but I don't think it's going after that, so it's probably eating the bloodworms, microworms. I threw a small piece of tilapia in there, or a small piece of fish. I'm not sure if it's eating on that, but I didn't want to keep it in too long. So tried to do live stuff, or frozen that is live, frozen or live. What are you feeding yours, Aquatic Jack? Aquatic Jack says, I had 3 tanks of snails, but he ate faster than I could grow. I got him on some super worms for a while and finally got him to top feed on dried shrimp. That's good. That's good. See, I have snails in almost every one of my tanks, and that's what the primary diet was till he started getting big. And then my old Fahaka. So I'd feed brine shrimp. Well, brine's kind of too small, but bloodworms. I'm gonna try the worms though, super worms, or even worms from outside, because I see them in puddles at work all the time. Not that I'm gonna use those worms, but night crawlers and stuff like that. but a healthy diet of snails because I wanted to keep his teeth trimmed. He or she's teeth trimmed. But that's very good. That's cool. Tropic. He's rocking back on the fourth right now, right out of the fish room or right out of the room. Yep. Aquatic Jack says superworms. I was told was good for his beak and calcium boost. That makes sense. I'll have to try that. I'm thinking of getting crickets too. You know what I mean? There's other insects and stuff like that. Ladybugs, whatever. Spiders, no leg spiders. I know DPK was getting ready to leave Fish Tropic here in the next half hour or so because he's going fishing. So maybe he'll be back later. Um, since you just came in Aquatic Jack, I don't know if I told you, I had a couple different types of shrimps come in from Detroit Shrimps and Aquatics. I got Blue Dreams in, um, Fire Reds from Detroit Shrimps, and then I got some Ultra Blue Dreams in. I got some yellows coming in over the next couple days. I had the Flocka come in last week. I had plants come in from Dustin's fish tanks, which I have a bunch of videos to edit. I set up in the 75-gallon, which I recorded today. I planted all those plants in there instead of leaving them just in their cloth. Fish Tropics says I'm going through some tanks right now. Aquatic Jack, did he get them from me? I'm not sure if he got them from you, Aquatic Jack. Uh, thinking I am bringing in some Odessa barbs in. Nice. That's cool. Fish Tropic or Jason. Um, the 75-gallon in my bedroom. I went to PetSmart, picked up some fish. I got some more goldfish, 30 cents a pop or whatever it was, but I wanted something besides the Australian rainbows in there. So I treated that whole tank as a big quarantine tank. So that's fun. It's treating 75 gallons. But it is what it is. Lucky I had plenty of stock. I had a lot of chemicals, so General Cure, ICX, and what's the other one? I can't remember. Erythromycin. The trifecta did that. So had to do a water change and all that tomorrow. Again, I think I got to do my last water change to get anything. Also, I put some dewormer in the water. I can't Levimisol, so I got to change the water. That's my big reason for changing the water. Haven't really been keeping the lights on in that tank, so hands are wet. Think I'm bringing. Yep, rocking back and forth, turning. Just so you guys know, also anyone that hasn't been on the channel for a while, I'm a veteran, served over in Iraq, saw some action, got an ADHD, ADD, so I'm always moving. Yes, I used to sell fish. I sold super reds. I sold guppies. I have it turned off on get gills right now because I notice every once in a while I get an order and I get a message from Dan or someone like that saying, "Hey, you're going to sell these?" And I didn't even realize it. Kind of got lost in my spam. So I'm going back to selling fish. I'm going to sell shrimp. I'm going to sell fish. I'm going to try and sell some plants, things like that. Yes, me too. Tanks help calm us down and keep and feel at peace. Yeah, That's why I stream, or I used to stream all the time. That was my way to cope and calm down. Aquatic Jack says, yes, me too. Tanks helps. Calm us down. Rock and Robin. Yep. Jason, when have you ever known me to sit still? I'm always doing something. Sorry if I get anyone nauseous, but I'm always moving. Nice thing. Where's the shrimp tanks? Right here, right there. Right here, the little 3-gallon. The bow front over here. And then the yellows are going to be put in that 10-gallon that's half full that I'm going to clean out. Finish cleaning out tomorrow, vac that. So they're around me. Like I said, I got my gaming computer back up. That's why I'm streaming more, because I just didn't want to hold my phone all the time. And I couldn't find my cool little thing. It was in my car, so I got that now. So now I can walk around. Aquatic Jack says, I'm still a fish distributor, so if you're serious about selling, hit me up. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up, Captain Aquatic Jack. As long as I have a business license. I have a business license. It's under my Corcoran Consulting, but I do have a business license with an EIN. Plus, here in this where I am, you can be a sole proprietor, which I do right off my Social Security. Because I did it for years. This was the first year I didn't claim my business when I wish I did from selling fish, because I was still, even though I didn't really sell anything last year, I did to local friends and stuff at work. Maybe a little bit more. Works for us. Just starting with shrimp first. Yeah, I'm gonna start with shrimp because the super reds that I have are gonna take a little while to grow out. I got short fin, long fin, and I might try some chocolate plecos. I'm debating whether or not I want to buy a breeding pair. Start with DPK says, I agree with Jason. Shrimp racks. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got that the air pump in or whatever, and yeah, that I bought from Aquarium Co-op. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set it up with PVC or whatever, and drill in to the PVC and set the what do you want to call it, the air regulators into the PVC pipe and silicone them on and all that stuff. I was tempted to try that with the regular PVC or clear piping I use for my overflow, but I think the pressure will be too much for those pipes, like 1-inch ID clear stuff. So let's get the PVC. But I have enough air pumps at least do my shrimp tanks anyways, quite sufficiently. If you got space for a shrimp rack, well, in that corner, Jay, where you see that gray tote and that 10-gallon right there, I'm going to build a shrimp rack right there. Or I'm going to move this shrimp rack. That square space alone generates, laugh out loud generates, yep. So if I put it in that corner like I've been talking about for a while, I figure I could do 9 or 10-gallon tanks with shrimp. Sent you my contact info. Thank you, Aquatic Jack. Let me see. Where'd you send it to? My captainsavageaquatics at Gmail. Email. Let me see. Let me check. Okay. Like I said, I'm still getting used to where everything's getting sent to. I gotta delve in and see what I have on my about page. Actually, let me go check my about page. Okay, it's to my Gmail. Okay, cool. Yep, at Gmail. Yep, thanks, Aquatic Jack. Fish Tropic says, yeah, start with Neos and then keep some Cardinas. You know what's funny, Jason? I've been testing my water from the faucet. I got an RODI system possibly coming in here shortly with my next paycheck. But the TDS on my water is very low, very, very, very low. And I know they need to, what is it, lower pH or less TDS in the water because they're Caridina. So I may start those up because some of my tanks, like that tote right there, that gray tote's only 125 TDS. So I had to, if I was going to put shrimp in it, I would have had to drip start them for a long time. But if I take the Fahaka out of there, I could put Neos in that gray tote. But I'd rather be able to see my shrimp. So back to glass boxes. So my buddy's going to come over from work because he's going to set up like a 40 breeder because he has a stand or a dresser or an old TV stand that he's going to put stuff on. I told him to put like 3/4 plywood on top of it, just to have a really solid base and on top of the particle board because it is particle board. And I'm going to stop by his apartment and see if it looks like they can hold the weight. But if it's a TV stand, it should be able to hold a significant amount of weight. So I'm going to set him up with some plants, probably some fancy guppies, maybe some shrimp because he wants small stuff for now. But he eventually may want to go to saltwater. So I told him a saltwater tank 40 breeder wouldn't be too bad. It's just getting a 40 breeder, finding one. Because I'm always looking. Yeah, I have crust coral on pretty much all my tanks. Crushed coral mixed with inert like shrimp media or plant media, because the crushed coral keep the water. Woohoo! Got 5 watching now. What time is it? Is the question. 9 o'clock. So cool. So if you hear in the chat, want to say hi, feel free. Get any questions for me? Just ask. Aquatic Jack, I will be getting in touch with you because I've been getting hit up by a lot of distributors trying to have me bring in fish because I do have my importer's license. I got that probably 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, I probably have to re-up it, but I don't know if there was a fee, but I can bring stuff in. Not that that matters if I'm getting low. Yeah, I know. You handle all that. But I'll definitely be hitting you up for some stuff. So, plus I found a nice local store. That's about an hour and a half, mom and pop store. They sell online. So I may check them out and sell the rest of my fancy guppies and try to convince them to bring in some shrimp because they only sell ghost shrimp because the people that are buying the ghost shrimp are feeding them to puffers, whatever. Aquatic Jack says, based out of Portland, so the import is cheaper due to mass quantities at once. That makes sense. That's very cool. So let's see that. I'm just looking at the 7 behind me in the stream. Sitting towards the top of the water. Aquatic Jack says, think we have 20 colors or so at the moment of shrimp. That's cool. Yep. I like shrimp. I like all the different colors of shrimp. See, I like the color blue, but I'm a fan of blue, but I like the reds. I like the Caradina with the different like striping and bands they get, which are kind of cool. I was looking at some of the Neos that where you got the black Neo Caradina, and some of the more natural, natural Neo Caradina. I know they're bland, but it's kind of cool to look at natural stuff, though. Hmm. Just thinking on what else. So I'll probably record my friend if he doesn't care tomorrow. Let's see. Aquatic Jack says, I have a blue-black colony in a 50-gallon low with plants growing out of it. I really enjoyed the tank. That's cool. That's cool. Black and blue. Gotta love it. But I also like the mixed tanks, like a Skittles tank, which Fish Tropic suggested I get. Because I'm thinking of rehoming my monster fish, to make the 125 behind me, like my cull tank, and make it like a Skittles tank that I sell out of. Plus, grow a lot of plants out of that because the 125 is a lot of space to grow plants. Plus, I got high light on it. If you can't tell with the flare up over there. Sorry, my camera's readjusting because I keep moving. I got this new Razor camera. It's an older Razor camera from my buddy, and it has the spindle for the light, so I can actually put light on my face, like a ring light. So it's pretty cool. Oh, lost one. I bet. Yep, the girls' live stream that started. So maybe I'll stop for now and come back around 10 or 11, 12 o'clock, unless you guys want me to keep going. Let me know in the chat. It looks fine to me. Yeah, no. I'm saying the bleed off behind me of the yellow, the warmness from the light. That's a shop LED light. You know, that's sitting about for which girls are going. The late night, the girls. What is it? Shayna or Shauna? Um, the girls live stream, like the 3 girls or 4 girls. Yeah, of Aquatic Jack says I have no issue supporting other fan. Yeah, neither do I. I'm just trying to think what else do I have going on. Besides that, I'm in the process of cleaning up my place, so all I'm taking is as much of the clutter out of my bedroom as possible, moving it to here, and slowly moving it out the door to get out of here. So I mean, I still have some cleaning up to do because my buddy's coming over. This lazy boy next to me, I want to clear off because it had a lot of my older computer parts that I'm going to have a buddy at work look at because I think I cleared my cache or my BIOS accidentally. That's why my computer went down. So I'm going to have him take a look at it and see if he can get it up and running. If so, I'm going to use that as my streaming computer because I do like to game occasionally. Otherwise, I'll have that as my son's intro gaming computer and build off of that because he's doing things around the apartment to earn some money, and he says he wants a gaming computer. So I get the new stuff, he gets my hand-me-down. Sounds like a plan. So back to fish stuff. Now, Aquatic Jack, what are your thoughts? Do you think, I know it's ultimately my call, do you think I should get rid of the 125 behind me or keep the 125 but rehome the big fish and put plants and shrimp and super reds and all kinds of stuff, put culls in that 125, make it as a big for-profit tank, you know what I mean, to sell fish and all that stuff out of? Also, I put in for the Christmas thing for Rico Stand, so that means I got to stream more. See if I can become part of the Christmas streamers and go from there. Yeah, 125 is for big fish. Shrimp would be hard to get out once inside. That's true. I like my 125. I'm thinking of getting more Oscars, a couple more Oscars, but I'm at that Potsdam Aquatics or whatever it's called. That's an hour and a half away from me. They have a big Oscar, another Jack Dempsey, a female Jack Dempsey. So I may try and see if I can't get the Oscar. That's about half the size of mine, and put them in this tank and put the Jack Dempsey in. Maybe I can get the Jack Dempsey to breed. Oh, sell the offspring. I know Jack Dempsey's a bigger fish, but it is what it is, and they can be bastards. Excuse me. And if you guys don't mind sharing this, I greatly appreciate it because you probably have more of the new fish fam. That would be cool. Thought would be cool. There's the autocorrect working at its best. Yeah, so if I could get a couple Oscars, I know there's one there. I'm thinking about getting a arowana, but I have to go from there. I got a deal on a couple tanks, bigger tanks. Um, that I'm gonna put into storage, a 240. You know, the 8 foot long by 2.5 by 2.5 or 2 feet, a 240, and then I got a 2.5 by 2.5 by 2.5 cube because I want to do turtles eventually again. So I got a couple big tanks that I could put stuff in, and I might try and get a silver arowana or an arowana to swim behind me. But I have to wait and see what's going on. I've always liked how arowana look. Plus, it would be swimming back and forth on this tank. I mean, I could keep an arowana in the 125, but I would want a 240 or bigger eventually, just with the size they get. Now, Aquatic Jack, any tips for me on shrimp? I know 10 gallons is usually pretty good for them, or do you think a 20 long would be better for profit? I don't know what you set up in. I was thinking 29s, you know, like 29 tall or something, or 30 tall, or maybe not a tall tank. Be kind of fun to get a 50-gallon low boy, though. I figure start with 10 gallons first because I can get 10 gallons all day long from Facebook Marketplace for not bad prices. Plus, the guy's willing to pipe in tanks. There is no, Aquatic Jack says there is no bad side. Overfeeding is what normally kills them. Yeah, I try and feed my shrimp once every other day or once every couple days because I know there's a lot of microfilm and bacteria in the tank that they can eat off of. Now, Aquatic Jack, how do you feed yours? Do you do it every other day, or do you do it every 2 or 3 days? Hmm. In the shop, they're fed every other day. At home, twice a week. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So I'll watch my feedings. And I know shrimp are very, especially neocardinas, they're very temperamental with the water changes. Um, so, but I'm heavily planted with wood at home, bare at the shop. Gotcha. Well, that's what my tanks are, is more heavily planted. Some cases, I'm not even running a sponge filter because they're so heavily planted. And I just check the TDS and stuff like that and wait and see how much it builds up. But shrimp don't, from my experience, shrimp don't poop that much unless you have a huge colony. But even then, it takes a while for it to build up. Aquatic Jack says you may lose half when you first get them, but the ones that live will flourish quickly. Exactly. Yep. Well, that's why I'm trying not to keep all my eggs in one basket. That's why I spread out Blue Dreams over a couple different tanks. The Fire Reds, since I only got 10 of them, I put in one tank. Um, the I have snails in all my shrimp tanks. Um, but snails poop a lot too, you know. Don't mind that. I have a pretty good current. If you look over my head, that pump right there is a 500 gallon per hour pond pump, and I see that the Severums and the Oscar like to go in the current. So that's when you see them get pushed back across the tank because they're puffing out. You know what I mean? Or riding the wave. It reminds me, I gotta clean my FX4 that's under the 125 here. Looks like we're losing everyone. Yeah, we're losing everyone to that other stream. That's why I was thinking of stopping. But I'll be back around like probably 11. I'm going to see when the last people stop streaming and then go from there. I'm going to watch it like a hawk and then maybe I'll stream for an hour or two tonight. But I'm going to call a stream at that. I mean, I love talking to you guys. It's good to be back. So I'm probably going to go watch this stream, see if anyone saw this stream, try and get my name out there a little bit. Maybe try to ride the wave, but do my own thing. Aquatic Jack, no, thank you. And Aquatic Jack, I'll be contacting you. I can't tell you when, but probably here in the next 2-3 weeks when I finally get everything completely where it's going. All right, buds. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you later on in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Thank you. Comment, like, subscribe.